Hi everybody, and welcome back to H&S Collectibles. So this is one that I've been waiting for probably a little better than a month to finally pull the trigger and go ahead and get. This is something I picked up this last weekend at the Days of the Dead convention, and I got it again from my friends at Sewer Lair Toys, Terre Haute, Indiana, Sewer Lair. Stop in, they carry Mezco, NECA, and a lot of vintage figures, some harder to find stuff. Good bunch of guys. Look at them on Facebook. If you're nearby in the area, get over there and check them out. So this is the Mezco 112 Ghostbusters set. So I have 4 other Mezco figures in, I guess, what is really 3 sets. I have the Dawn of the Dead set, the Popeye, and the Clockwork Orange Alex. So they're great figures. I love how Mezco does the detail on the clothing as compared to NECA. The NECA cloth figures I do like, but it's just more attention to detail. The stitching is better and things like that. So I've been dying to get this. I was just hesitant on the price. It is now definitely the most expensive thing in my collection, if you don't count, cumulative autographs on items and things like that. But for one-time shell out, it was a pretty penny in my opinion. The Sewer Lair guys, though, did make me a good deal and threw in something else for my daughter. She wanted a Chucky doll, so they were willing to make it worth my while, and I'm glad I did. So thanks, guys. With that, I'm trying to, the box is big enough that I have to actually hold the camera and get back from it, so I apologize for the shaky cam. But this thing is about 14 or 15 inches tall and about 21 wide, I think, when I measured. So gonna try to get the lid off here now. Well, actually, I'll show you the back first. So spin it around to the back. And we'll go in, there's all of them together. Deluxe box set with light up features. So, as I've said before, I love light up items. Just a lot of fun. So what you get in the box, you get Egon, and each Ghostbuster comes with his utility belt, a stand, 6 hands, and the Proton Pack, and a walkie-talkie, and a proton beam. Each comes with a standard head and a scared looking head, and then each one comes with another accessory. So Egon comes with the PKE meter, Venkman comes with the sniffer that he was using in Dana's apartment, and Ray comes with the trap and also his they say ecto goggles, but just plain night vision goggles, I thought. And for Winston, his accessory is Slimer, because I guess they didn't really show Winston use any kind of special equipment in the movie. He just kind of had his Proton Pack. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Hey, it worked. So one of the best things about this is the collectible tin. That's just cool. Big Ghostbusters logo and just the kind of plain black background. So we'll set that off to the side. So stand it up, get a better view. So there's the guys on the inside. There's their Proton Packs, the sniffer, the walkie-talkies. The other, there's Ray's goggles in there. That is actually the trap in there, I believe. There's the PKE meter. Everybody's hands lined up, Slimer, batteries for the Proton Packs, and then Slimer's stand. So that is what you get on the first layer. So they're kind of stacked up in here. Let's see if I can get this thing out. You know, I do think they could have wow, there we go. Okay. Yeah, they could have made that maybe a 1/4 inch bigger all the way around. So you take out that first layer, and then what is in the bottom are the bases, the stands. Everybody's is the same. They also come with those clear plastic supports and the proton beams, and some instructions back there on, looks like, how to install the batteries in the Proton Packs. So we'll set that to the side. And get them back out here for you. So we'll see if I can get them in the corner. I just don't have the depth on this shelf to really get far enough back. And of course, Mezco puts the plastic on, the little sheets of plastic on everything around the figure to, you know, help protect it and help separate it. So I'm going to start pulling things out one at a time. Get this off to the side, and so we'll just start from left to right in the kit, and we'll take a look at Venkman first. So Bill Murray, there's his face. If anything, I do think it's pretty good, but it's a little bit too smooth. You know, the thing, when I think of Bill Murray, you know, I think of, you know, the pock marks and things that he has on his face, the way his cheeks are, and it looks to me like they tried to do a little bit of that in here, but he's just a little bit too smooth, a little bit too finished. But still, you know, for 1/6 scale, 6-inch figure, you can't complain. And then here is the alarmed head, and if anything, I think that looks a little bit better. I'm planning on keeping him posed with the alarmed head and the walkie-talkie in his hand, as if Slimer was coming at him. So the zipper on the outfit works, and works well. He has on a black kind of mesh t-shirt underneath, almost like an Under Armour shirt. Let's see, zip that back up. That's what I get for saying it works well. There we go. He's got Ghostbusters logo on his arm. The elbow pads, they are adjustable, movable. And just the stitching on these Mezco figures I like. They try to make it as small as they can so it looks good. And you know, stitching on a small figure, if it doesn't look in proportion, can be a big issue. He's got the tube on his outfit, which I never did really understand what that was supposed to be in the movie, and I don't think it was explained. And that is attached to his utility belt in the back. He comes with closed fists, so we'll swap that out for the right hands. Looks like he's this is fixed on him and not adjustable. I'm not too sure what that item is or where that was in the movie. And then a pouch for his walkie-talkie. So his pant legs are untucked, and that's something that you'll see as we go. The other characters' pant legs are tucked in, like in the movie. So it's just a nice piece of detail that Mezco hit. So he joints at the ankle, which can look a little weird if you get the boot laces unaligned. And then the boots also move on the leg itself. So overall, nice, and I think I'm impressed. There's his name badge. So he's a good one. Let's just stand him in the back. Now, next up, Ray. And here is Ray, Dan Aykroyd. Pretty decent likeness on the face. I think, could be better, but again, 6-inch figure. And just for comparison, his alarmed head, there it is. And I don't know. I might like the alarmed head better a little bit. They even got the hair down a little bit on the alarmed head, as if, maybe something just happened to mess up his hair. But, same kind of detail on him, same utility belt. One thing that I think I notice off the bat is he is a little bit thicker. He's built a little bit different, and I don't think it's the same body. I would actually have to probably take them apart to see, but I can't imagine that they would have different bodies for the 4 characters. But yeah, I mean, to me it looks like Egon is a little bit narrower in the shoulder than Ray, maybe. Ray just seems more puffed up. But same kind of detail, and then he's got his jumpsuit tucked into his boots, like I mentioned. So just, nice little attention to detail. So there's Ray. And Egon, I think, has the better face sculpt of the group. Of course, Harold Ramis got the glasses, very recognizable look, and all the same kind of things on the belt, except he has the extra pouch for the PKE meter. His walkie-talkie pouch over there. His pants are also tucked in. I like that they drew in the zipper, or painted in the zipper there. That's nice looking. So there he is, nice stitching, same kind of nice stitching. Spengler, got his name there. Now his head, his alternate head, I don't think I like that. And yeah, I think I like the regular head bearer for him. Plus, Spengler was always the one who was so even keeled and had his head on straight in the movie most of the time. He did have my favorite line in the movie when they ask him about the Marshmallow Man and what he thinks, and he said, "I'm sorry, I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought." Now Winston looks pretty good. We've met Ernie Hudson in person. I have his autograph on the wall of Ghostbusters, and I love it. He wrote "That's a Big Twinkie" on our autograph. But I love these little elbow pads. I think that's nice, and the fact it's not part of the outfit is pretty cool. Love the little logo, the little name badges. It's the correct font and everything. I'm just digging the detail on these things. And I didn't even talk about posability. Look how far back that knee bends if you wanted to pose these guys in a certain way. I don't have another figure on my shelf, besides Mezco's, that can pose like that. That's just far out. The elbow is pretty much a 90. And the arms go up. Well, really, you're getting constricted by the coveralls in a lot of cases here, but still very posable, very nice, and I like that. So there's all 4 guys, and Winston's head, sorry, almost left him out. His alarmed head, it's got real nice detail on the eyes. Look how the eyes sparkle. I don't know if the other ones, if I just caught that. Yeah, the other ones sparkle too. So very nice detail work on the eyes. Makes them look almost alive when they sparkle in the light like that. Now the regular heads, yeah, they got a good sparkle too. So very cool, very nice, very detailed. Now here's the PKE meter. Now I love this in particular. The just attention to detail, the sculpt, different colored buttons at that kind of scale, and a couple of little silver buttons there on the handle. But my favorite thing about this, you raise one side and it's actually geared with the other one, so they lower and come down together, so they're held at the same level. So that's just cool. I'm definitely going to have Egon posed with the PKE meter out. So there's his PKE meter. Here's the trap. Of course, the trap does not light up or anything like the Proton Packs do, and it's a coiled wire, stiff wire, so you can set it out and put somebody's foot on it. I think I'm planning on posing all these guys as if they're trying to take down Slimer when we get to it. So I do wish that the doors on the trap either opened or it was cast with it open. It'd be nice if you could have the doors open underneath Slimer. So there's that, and of course the radios, the walkie-talkies. Here they are. They're okay. Nothing too fancy there. But I'll be putting those in everybody's utility belt. Here's Ray's goggles, and these have a pretty nice attention to detail, I think. Nice paint job on them. The different little rivets and silver buttons, and the lever on the side of the lenses. And let's see, let's pop it on this head since it's handy. So they are very snug. You can hear them kind of squeaking and going on. There we go. Got them on. So I like that. Like he's looking in the room and looks up and can't believe what he sees, mouth agape. So I think I might actually have him posed like that on the shelf. We'll see. What else do we have? Vinkman Sniffer. Nice enough detail. You can see, boy, if I can get it into focus for you. It's a, yeah, there we go. You can read the words Sniffer, and I'm having trouble reading the rest of it, but you can see what you can make out there. Very, very nice attention to detail. Same kind of thing on the other side. Got the little bulb that he was pumping. So this is something that will probably just stay in the box. I doubt that I will have it in the setup on the shelf. Let's see. Everybody comes with the closed fists that are on them, and hands made for gripping an item, and then hands that are pretty open. So everybody has three sets of hands. Then we can get this guy out, because I'm sure that you're all dying to see him. This is the stand for Slimer, and here's the gooey guy himself. So just a hole up in there that he kind of shoves on. There he is. Nice bright paint job on his eyes. His teeth, gums that he had, and the rest of him is kind of translucent. You can see through his hands mostly, and then part way through his body. You can see too that he was made out of at least two different pieces. It looks like this was cast and then that was cast, and they were put together. So I like the Slimer. He's pretty cool too. Now let's look at the Proton Packs. These are maybe my favorite part of it. Pretty stiff wire on there. Bendable, very, very bendable, very flexible. The button to actually turn them on is right here, and it detents. So I think it would be nice if you turn them on and they only stayed on for 30 seconds or a minute, but they just chose to leave them on until you turn them off. But some of the detail on this, just look, there's a danger sticker. Keep it in focus for you. Yeah, danger. You got the hoses, and they are flexible, like they're not, I don't think they're wire, but stiff piece of plastic. And there's also a label down here. Can't make out what that says. Maybe caution. And then there's also another warning label up top here. And just tiny little things like that. To me, it's just far out that they went to that much trouble. And here's the battery door where you put the batteries in to get the light up, and I think if I'm correct, these light up and then the power level bar lights up. So I'm going to transition here and go for a break and put the batteries in, and I will come back and show you what they look like lit up. And we're back. So here's the Proton Pack with the batteries in, lit up. You can see it also shines out the end of the gun. So I thought that this was just regular stiff wire for the gun. No, this is some kind of a fiber optic, I think, the way it moves. I'm guessing that's fiber optic shining from another source. I don't know that there'd be a light in there, but I could be wrong. Could just be a bulb in here too. But I'm going to switch off the light so you can see it. Yeah, so there's the gun. I'm waving around over on the side. The red lights at the bottom, the accelerator lights up, and then the power level light. So that is really cool to me. And I got the batteries in all of them. It wasn't too big of a job, but just a little tedious to do all four, so I didn't want to make you all sit through it. And I think the next challenge now is going to be getting the packs on them. And I'll tell you, one thing I wish they had done was, I wish that these little straps on the packs themselves were cloth rather than plastic, because I could see this as being something that would break over time with repeated use. Not that I'd be taking these on and off a lot. In fact, they will probably stay on unless I ever need to replace the batteries. So I will do this one on camera so you can see what it's like suiting them up, but I'll take another break from the camera to get the others on, so that way I don't waste you all's time. So got the shoulder straps on. Now come around to the belt, which is just plastic, not a real buckle or anything, and just a friction fit into the other side to be drawn tight. And it doesn't seem to want to. There we go. I think that's pretty tight now. Now put the gun. Oh, I didn't really show you the detail on the gun itself, so that is nice. There's actually a warning or information printed up here. I got the wire on the end, more warning labels there, some kind of a symbol here. I'm just really blown away by the level of small detail like that. I didn't know that print was on the guns in quite that manner. So, see if I can get that wire behind it. And there we go. So, yeah, there he is with the Proton Pack on, and that just really makes the figure. You know, once you get that on him, that looks good. That looks great. Turn the lights on, and you know, they're ready to bust some ghosts. That's pretty cool. So I will get the other 4 changed over like that, and then come back again and show you what they look like as a set. And we're back. So one thing I hadn't shown you yet, I've got everybody's Proton Pack on, and there are different accessories I want to have them posed with, put on. But these are the proton beams. So there's 4 of them. I only intend to use 2 for my display. But as you can see in the end there's a notch on the end, and they fit onto the barrel of the proton rifle, I would assume you call it. And lock right in there. So this is how I intend to have them displayed. You can see Ray has his goggles on. Excuse me. Get that camera stand out of the way. Ray has his goggles on and his gun out. He has his foot on the trap, and the trap is underneath Slimer. Again, I wish that trap was open. That would look better for the display. Egon has his PKE meter out, and it's pegging since there's a ghost standing in front of him. Vinkman's yelling into his radio like he did in the hallway before Slimer got him, and then Winston is just looking pretty determined and tough. So there they are. I'm happy I bought this. Much thanks to the guys at Sewer Lair for having it on hand for me, and talking me into buying it. I was kind of waffling, kind of wishy-washy, and they kept ribbing me and razzing me every time I came in the store. I saw them at the con, hey, we got that Ghostbusters thing, and I'm glad I bought it. This is just too cool. I'm going to have to clear out a shelf in the living room and figure out where I'm going to put them, because this is pretty much going to take a whole shelf on my entertainment center to display them this way. Again, just the detail on the outfits, the detail on the Proton Packs. We'll come around behind to the Proton Pack. They just look fantastic. I really can't get over how good they look for the price point. These Mezcos are $80 plus a piece typically, and that was about the going rate for this. So you look them up online, you'll see what they cost. So pretty much standard everywhere you go. But again, the Sewer Lair guys made me a good deal, so check them out. Like and subscribe for more. I've got more videos coming, so come back and see me. And in the meantime, don't be afraid of no ghost, because you know who to call, right? So thanks. Bye.